Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Today we are going to study about the Abbasid Revolution. Understand? Before this, you have now gone through how the four Khalif after the demise of the Prophets Muhammad, the four Caliphs. Understand? Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali. The four Caliphs now performed and accomplished the task of the Prophets Muhammad, or no doubt they enhanced the territories, or the expanded the territory of the Islamic State, or as well as, and from Oxus to the Nile River here, understand, and the touching to the Byzantine Empire and the Byzantine Empire. And we have also seen that how the after the death of the Prophet Muhammad, the Ummah now played a very vital role. Or we have seen earlier now the how these Ummah and these different clans were in a constant of the conflicts for the establishments of their own authority. Understand? Or we see that in the last day, the Khalifa, the later on the Abd al Malik, who tried, although we know that the first the seat of administration was Medina, and with the influence of the Quraysh. Understand, Quraysh where the Quraysh held the authority. They held the power, or a power, or then after Makkans were the in muster strong in the administration, or in this structure, and then after we see that how the seat of Medina was the administrative centers, but later on we see that Muawiyah, okay, Muawiyah, or they now Umayyads say they changed the seat of administration, and they brought to the Damascus. Understand? Or because of that, in the Islamic State was influenced by the different elements of the both different elements of the Byzantine Empire, or as well as the Iranian, or the Sasanian culture. Understand? It was the hugely influenced in respect of the bureaucratic setup, in respect of their culture and court, and the etiquette in different fields. It was the hugely influenced by the Christianity, and either you can say the Zoroastrians. Understand? This Islamic culture culture began to be the influenced after the shifting of the capital city from the Medina to the Damascus. Understand? See, in the Syria. Okay. Now, students, we shall see here that how the Abbasid revolution happened. So now the Umayyads administrations, now how this was the shifted, and a big revolutions happened. Revolutions means a sweeping change, a dynastical change now happened, or again happened, or these Islamic states, or the caliphs right, or the authority went in the hands of the Abbasids. The Abbasid, first of all, for their success in centralizing the Muslim, what was the reason why this Abbasid revolution happened? There were so many reasons. First of all, we shall try to discover the regions behind the regions, or the causes behind this revolution. The first of all, we have seen that now Muayyads they centralized the administration, but for that they had to pay the price for that. They have to be now this resulted in their loss of the power. Further, a well-organized movement now called the Dawa against the Umayyads, a revolution started, and that revolution is termed as a Dawa, brought down the Umayyads, and this Dawa revolution now, no doubt, the brought down the uh, brought down uh, brought down the administration, brought down 1 minute, just 8 to 5, just brought down the administration of the Umayyad, or replaced them, or another family also, even belonging to the Makkah origin now came into the power, or in the 750 another family, Abbasid family came into the power, and the Abbasid portrayed the Umayyads regime as evils. Why? Now the Abbasid, for a long time, they were portraying, they were trying to prove that Umayyad regime was evils, and the promised a restoration of the original Islam of the prophets. And now we know that in the during the Umayyads, understand, the foreign influence and the elements of the foreign elements and the other cultures elements, now the Christianity or the Zoroastrianism had entered in the administration in the all walk of the life. So they promised the people that they would bring the original Islam of the prophets after deposing the Umayyads, after the end of the uh, Umayyads rules, they will establish or install the Islam, a true or the Islam of the prophets. The revolution led not only to the change of the dynasty, but changes the political structure. And this revolution not only replaced the dynasty, not only brought down the dynastical order. Also, apart from that, these revolutions now changed the brought the changes in the political structure or the culture of Islam. Culture of Islam means the political changes had been brought, and as well as the cultural changes had been brought after this Abbasid revolution. Understand? So this Abbasid revolution, moreover, the Abbasid uprising broke out in the distant region of the Khurasan. Students, I am going to you are advised to you must look at your maps. Understand? Your map must be the before you. So now see and discover the Khurasan, where in the east. In the east, on the map you can see, understand, or the Khurasan, where the Khurasan, you point there, Khurasan. So now this renewable uprising broke out in the Khurasan, the eastern Iran. This is the part of the eastern Iran, or the 20 days journey from Damascus on a fast horse. This used to take the 20 days. If someone now ridden on the horse and ridden on horse, the fast horse, speed of the fast horse would take the 20 days from Damascus to the Khurasan. It was far away from the Damascus, and moreover, or the here the Damascus from Khurasan. Khurasan had a mixed Arab Iranian population. Here the Khurasan, where the Arabs lived, and as well as the Persians or the Iranian lived together. This was the lived together, and these two populations, which could be the mobilized for various regions, and they could be the mobilized against the Umayyads for the various region. What was the region? Arab soldiers say here were mostly from Iraq. Arabian soldiers who belong to the Iraq, mostly from Iraq, and they resented the dominance of the Syrians, or they resented the dominance of the Syria. Understand, Syrians were dominating in the rules. So these Iraq soldiers from Iraq, they resented the dominance of Syrians. The civilian Arab of Khurasan disliked the Umayyad regimes, and the Arabs also, civilians, Arab civilians living in Khurasan, they were also against the Umayyad regime. Why? For having made the promise of the tax concession. Although the Umayyad had promised that he would now waive the tax, he would exempt them from the tax and provide the certain relaxation. But this promise was backed out. Understand? Backed out, never fulfilled. Understand? The promise the Umayyads who had made or the made from the Arabians who were living in the Khurasan, these promises were never promised were fulfilled, and privileged which were the never fulfilled, and they had also now the made the promise that they would be given the privileges, but this privilege was never given to them. Understand? So students, we see here that which were the fulfilled. As for Iranian Muslims, Mawali, Iranians were called as the Mawali. Iranians, Muslims called as the Mawali. Understand? Mawali, they were exposed to the scorn of the race conscious Arabs, and these Arabs, and as a result, were the eager to join any campaign to oust the Umayyads. So they were Iranians were also eager to join the any campaign against the Umayyad with the Arabians. Understand? So now a background of the revolution was prepared, already had prepared in this regard, or moreover, under this the Abbasid descendants of the Abbas. Understand? Abbasids were the descendants of Abbas, the Prophet's uncle. Prophet's uncle say Abbas. Abbas was the Prophet's uncle. We know very well that who had brought up the Prophet's Muhammad. So they were descendants were Abbasid were the descendants of the Abbas, and now the mustered the support of the various dissidents group, and they now got the success. They got the success to organize the dissidents together and legitimize their bid for power by promising that Messiah from the family of the prophets, they are the Messiah from the family of the prophets. They promised people would liberate them from the oppressive Umayyad regime, and they now convinced the people and persuaded the people. They after the coming into the rule and coming into the power, they would now brought the end of the. They would bring the end of the Umayyads oppressive rule, treacherous rule. That will be the brought down. Understand? That will be the now done away with. Would be the do away with. Understand? So now this was the promise was given by them, or moreover their army was led by the Iranian slaves. So now against the Umayyad, the army were led under a Umayyad slave, Iranian slave, Abu Muslims. Abu Muslim was an Iranian slave who led the command and who defeated the last Umayyad Khalifa. Last Umayyad Khalifa named the Marwan. Marwan was the last Umayyad Khalifa. He was defeated in a battle of the river Jab. In the battle of river Jab, where the ultimately Marwan was defeated. Understand? So by the defeat of the Marwans on the river battles fought on the river of the Jab. Understand? Finally, now the Umayyads came to an end their rule, and Abbasid established themselves. They installed in the rules. Now the Abbasid descendants further uncle under the Abbasid rules. What the changes? Arab influence declined gradually when the Abbasid came. So the Arab influence again declined. Why? While the importance of Iranian culture increased, we know that the Khurasan or in this area, okay, this revolution happened. and with the help of the Iranians. So the Iranian now began to dominate again. In the earlier Umayyads, we see that Byzantine and Iranian both dominated, but in this we see that exclusively the Iranians began to dominate in the Arab, and Arabs influence began to decline under the Abbasid also, because the Abbasid established their capital at the Baghdad. You can see from the Damascus. See on the map. See, you must see the map. On the Damascus, you can see Damascus. Okay, then after come to the Baghdad, just just beside it, come to the Baghdad, and they established their capital at Baghdad near the ruins of the ancient Iranian metropolis. The ancient Iranian metropolis, Ctesiphon. Ctesiphon. Understand? Here there was a ruined a city, a very old city, and its ruins are or its remains are were found there, a very little away from there. The army and the bureaucracy were in this. We see that the army and bureaucracy were reorganized on the non-tribal basis. Again, the army or as well as the bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means, what do you understand by bureaucracy? Bureaucracy, the top to bottom, those officials who now work collectively for the accomplishment of the state's work. So this is the called as they are called as the bureaucrats. From top to bottom, these all officials holding the power for the execution of the state policy. They are called the bureaucrats. So in the Abbasid, army and bureaucrats were now reorganized on the non-tribal basis. It means that the tribal base was just ended basis to ensure the greater participation by Iraq and Khurasan. Or in this, it was the ensured the greater participation of Iraq and as well as the Khurasan. Understand? Khurasan, the both. The Abbasid rulers strengthened religious status. They also strengthened the religious status, ensure the greater participation and religious status and functions of the caliphs, and they patronized the Islamic institution. They now ensured the Abbasid rulers strengthened the religious status, function of function of caliphs, and as well as patronized the Islamic institution and scholars, as well as they patronized the Islamic scholars or the Islamic institution also. Although in the work and the services, the Arabs were not given the attentions, but in the institutional organization and as well as in the cultural field, understand, they now give the patron to the Islamic elements. Now moreover, but they were forced by the needs of government and empire to retain centralized nature of the state, and as well as they also continued to form and to continue to retain the centralized nature of the government. Means the power remained centered in the hands of the caliphs and his or around him. Understand? And around him or the state. They maintained the magnificent imperial architecture also. During the Abbasid, the architectures was also made magnificent buildings or structures were, and elaborate court ceremonials of ceremonials of Umayyad. Umayyads had now developed the elaborate court system. Understand? Decorated etiquette of the courts, the caliph's court. So they maintained the Umayyads court system, and moreover, the regime which took pride in having brought down brought down the monarchy, found itself compelled to establish its again. Although the regime which took pride in having the brought down the monarchy system, although it was the brought down, but again found itself compelled to establish it again. But again, the monarchy system, it means that the administration on the basis of the hereditary, it was the maintained during this time. So we can see that how the Arabs understand how the Abbaside maintain the administration. The structure we can see the great mosque of Al Mutawakil Wakil in the Samara. Samara you can see in the map Samara. Find out the second Abbasid capital. First capital and the second, first Baghdad and second capital Samara. You can see Baghdad ke around the Baghdad, a little away from the Baghdad, you can see the Samara, where the great mosque Al Mutawakil. This mosque was the very great and the built 850. The minar is the 50-meter high and is the made of the brick now inspired by the Mesopotamians. Okay, inspired by the Mesopotamians architectural traditions. It was based on the Mesopotamians architectural their architectural tradition. The style or design were of this structure mosque was taken from the Mesopotamian architecture. Mosque in the world for century, largest mosque in the world for the century. So now students, we can see that how the break of the caliphates and the rise of the sultanates. Okay. Now here I am going to tell you that a new element now during the Abbasid or the breakup of the caliphates and rise of the sultanates. Now one thing, another, so far we have seen that another element again enter into the life of the Arabs and the caliphs. Understand? Another very dynamic horse riders. Understand? Horse riders from the Oxiana area. Understand? A new elements enter into the service of the and the later called as the Turks. They now enter into the service of the caliphs. Understand? Or this element later on and gradually became the very dominant in the administrative structure of the caliphs. And by the passage of the time, this element who were called the Turks and who were the very skilled armed men, skilled and well versed in the driving the arms and ammunition, and as well as the very dynamic horse riders. Understand? These elements got into the service, and ultimately the power from the caliph's power broke down, or ultimately the power came into the hands of the DJ sultans, and later on the sultanates. Abbasid states became weaker from the 9th century. 9th century onwards, we can see this Abbasid states began to be grew very weaker because Baghdad control over the distant province declined. Gradually, from the Baghdad, distant province used to be the control, but these distant provinces, the Baghdad control over the distant provinces loosened and weakened, and now and because of the conflict between pro-Arab and the Iranian faction in the army. Later on, a faction cropped up in the army, pro-Arab army and the pro-Iranian army. Understand? Arabs, the Makkah, Medina, and Hejaz, this area, this is the Arab. So now the army of these Arabs and the army from the east of the Euphrates and the Tigris, the Iranian, okay, Iranian. So those were also under the service of the caliphs. So a faction cropped up in the army or in bureaucracy also. Pro-Arabs and the non-Arabs. Both were serving the caliphs, vast empire of the caliphs. So these frictions now arose or emerged. Or in 810, a civil war broke between the supporters of Amin and the Mamun, sons of Caliph Harun al-Rashid. Understand? Harun al-Rashid, who was a caliph, he had the two sons, one Amin and the Mamun, which deepened the factionalism and created a new power block of the Turkish slaves officers. The Turkish slaves officers were very strong. So because of the a conflict between the two brothers, now this was gave a advantage. This gave an opportunity to the Turkish slave officers. They were called the Mamluk. Slaves are called as the Mamluk. Slaves को हम लोग Mamluk कहते हैं. Understand? So these the Turkish slaves who were in the service as a officer or as well as the army. These Mamluk, now the Shiaism once again competed with the Sunni orthodoxy for the power, and again a conflict broke out between the Shia and Sunni for the getting the power. Or under this condition, a number of minor dynasty arose, and now we see that a number of different dynasties, small dynasties, the petty dynasties rose, such as the Tahirids, lesser, and the Samanid in Khurasan, Samanid in Khurasan, Transoxiana, Turan, or the lands beyond the Oxus River, beyond the Oxus rivers, the Transoxiana, and the Tulunids in Egypt and the Syria. Different small dynasty of the states emerged. Understand? With their own power. Abbasid power was soon limited to the central Iraq, and gradually these states declared themselves independent. Different dynasties declared themselves independent of the central authority. So the Abbasid power now shrank, and the central Iraq or western Iran only. They had their power shrank, and their territory shrank, their influence shrank only around the central Iran or the western Iran, we can say, and Iraq and Iran, central Iraq and the western Iran, and that too was lost in 945. This was also lost when the Buids or the Asiate clan, Buids Asiate clan from the Caspian region, they attacked Caspian region of Iran. Okay, Delam captured the Baghdad, and ultimately now these Buids captured the Baghdad also. Understand? They captured. So the Buids ruler assumed various titles, and later on these Buids, ultimately the Baghdad came under the control of Buids, and Buids now assumed the different title, including the ancient Iranians title like the Sahansah, king of the kings, but not that of the Khalifa. But they never assumed the title of Khalifa because they revered the still Khalifa. Understand? Did not claim for that. They kept the Abbasid Khalifa as the symbolic head of their Sunni subjects, and they kept the Khalifa intact. Understand? Our ceremonial head, understand? Our symbolic head of their Sunni subjects. they left the Khalifa to be, and they did not disturb and destroy his position. Understand? They were views say no. Although they assumed their title like the Sahansa and like that, but did not disturb and did not destroy the or destroy the position of caliphs. Understand? Position of caliph. So now we can see that how these great caliphs empire began to decline. Many small dynasties rose up and central authority broken. Understand? And as a result, the power shrank and ultimately the caliphs lost the Baghdad also. That was the power center of the caliphs. It was lost and power center of the caliphs and particularly lost. Okay, students, today this much, or then after again further we shall discuss about the downfall of the power of the breakdown of caliphs and the rise of the Turks, slave Turks. Their power how emerged and what the achievements they had we shall और ग्रेजुअली देन आफ्टर फर्दर क्रूशेड हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. तो अभी धीरे धीरे आप लोग पढ़िए, समझिए और रीडिंग लगाते रहिए. और ओके, और लेट्स टुडे दिस मच. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.